guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the part 2 on how to layer your wig flip out method. I'll tag the part 1 to this particular video. So at this point I'd already layered my wig, so this is where I stopped in the part 1. So I'm just going to be sectioning the back segment into 2 because we're going to be rolling the left to the right to the left. So make sure this partitioning you're doing is of equal length so that the volume of the flip will be equal. Do you understand? That's if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, after holding one particular segment, let's work on the other. So we are also going to be partitioning into small parts where we'll be coiling. So I'm also going to teach you how to coil to get the flip out method, because coiling technique is very important. So after detangling, you definitely going to apply your holding spray. I apply mine before using my coiling iron. After applying holding spray, you detangle. Use the iron to first flatten the this, and then just watch this coiling technique. So you coil the hair to the left. As you are rolling, you have to be releasing the clamp small so that all the coils will go in till you reach the last portion. Okay, so that's how you actually coil. But you can watch this particular part several times so that you understand how to coil. Do you understand? Then also, after leaving it in the iron for a while so that it can get hot, then you release the clamp gradually to bring out just the coil. After you're done with that, don't forget to pin up the coil. Very important to retain the coil. So that's the same thing you do for that particular partitioning. So let's go to this next partitioning. We're going to bring out a small portion where we want to coil, and this particular coiling is going to the right. Remember the first one, the coil was going to the left, but this particular one is going to the right. So after applying your holding spray and detangling, use your coiling iron to flatten it to be straight first. Then once you at the middle, like you coil to the, like you push the hair to the right, and you start opening your clamp gradually so that all the hair can go in very well. I know many people have issues with coiling with the coiling iron, but I can assure you that if you watch this video while you try to coil, you would be able to get it. Maybe on the first try you would not be able to get it, but I can show you with continuous practice you would be able to get it. So all you need to do is making sure all the hair enters gradually. Don't release the clamp too much. Release it gradually so that all the hair can enter. If you release it too much, it's going to lose out and all the hair is going to fall out from the coiling iron. So that's the technique. So this is how you do. Remember, this one is now, and the hair went to the right. Now I just adjusted my camera, so this is the next section of the parts that we held at the left side. So remember, like I told you, the hair on the left is coming to the right. Do you understand? But this partition is too much, so I had to divide it and bring out the part that I want to coil. So this second coiling that I'm doing, the line, you know, you can bring out either 2 to 3 lines, depends on the thickness of the hair. So this is just 2 lines. So you know, the first coiling I did, it was 2. So this second one, I'm just going to divide it into 3 coils. It depends on how full you want your bouncy to look. You can make it into 4 parts, depends on what you want, but me, I made this into 3. So this half, I brought out one portion, then brought out small from this first part and the second part to make the second portion, the little. But in all, I'm just trying to say this second coiling I'm doing, I'm just making 3 coils. And don't forget, all the hairs at the left is being turned to the right. So you can see me you can see this other side I divided. Now like I said, I made it into 3. So if you keep watching, you understand what I'm doing. So the middle one, once you have maybe any even number, like this one is 3, it depends on how you want to coil, whatever direction you want to go into, it's left for you. But just make sure that the coils going from the left and from the right are in the opposite direction. Like this one, the hair is at the right hand side, so definitely the coil is going to the left. You can see me turning and putting the hair to the left direction to give that flip. This is what gives you the flip method. So the portion in the middle, like I said, if you have even numbers like 3 to call, you can decide to make it left or make it right, depends on you. Also, one thing I'll advise is that you apply your holding spray before you actually do your coil direction rather than after. And once you apply your holding spray, do not forget to detangle with your tail comb so that you can get like an even flow of coil, because when you're done, you're going to comb it out and you don't want any friction. It's if not, if you put your holding spray after you have created your coil, because some people actually put the holding spray after creating the coil, it can cause friction and not give a very good should I say bounce at the end. So this is what it looks like. So I continue like that to the end. So the other section was 4 portions, going back to 3 portions, then the last part was 2 portions, in which I will show you now. So this is it, just remaining 2 portions. It would the beginning will be 2 like smaller, the middle will be wider, then the top would also be smaller. You can divide it into 3, like depends on what you want. Me, I don't want a very full bounce like when I comb out, full flip. I just want a slight flipping, so that's why my portions are big. But if you want a much more flipping, you can go into smaller portions, where I put the beginning you can make it 3, the middle you can make it 4, just like that, exactly what you want. So I actually did a difference in the coil direction in here. It depends on you. You can still go with the previous one I started with, or you can go with this one forward. I just wanted to try something different. This doesn't change the outcome at all. You can still use the previous coil direction. So, but the main thing that you can see is that the hair that is at the left is coming to the right, and the one at the right is coming to the left. This is what you call the bombshell. The other one we were starting with, I showed you, is the reverse bombshell. Anyway, if you want to know the difference between the two, I'm going to tag a video in the description box. But anyway, the main thing is that what I'm teaching you here is the layering look. So now we are done with the middle and we are going with the sides. Like I told you, the hairs at the right are coming to the left. So this is where the major work is, because this is where the flip is going to be so obvious. Do you understand? And this is the part that will show the flip very well. So make sure that these hairs that is at your right hand side is coming to the left. You are flipping it to the left, and you are only using the reverse method. The reverse method is the one I started with. That's what you do throughout this section. You just partition it to the number of coils you want to create, be it 3, be it 4, be it 5, whatever. But you just know that the number of coils, the more volume your bounce is going to look like. So like I said, I do not want too much bounce, so I think I made the number of coils here 3 or so. So I'm just going to continue this same method till I finish all the hairs in this segment. So at this point, I'm just going to skip the video till when I'm done. I think I made 4 coils here. So after this, I'll go to the hairs at the left hand side. So these are the hairs in the left hand side. Like I said, the hairs at the left is coiling to the right. So the same number of coils you did at the left is the same number you are going to do at the right. You cannot do 4 coils at the left and 5 coils at the right. You must make sure you do it 4 coils, so that it will give the same volume of bounce. You don't want one side to overflip than the other side, So like I said, everything is just repetition of the coil direction till you finish this side of the bounce, and this is how the final look looks like. So it may look like a normal coil, but you already know the direction used. So let's go to the fringe. You can see now we have the part of the fringe we have sectioned is still there. So like I explained, the left side goes to the right side goes to the left. So when you are removing it, you know where to remove from. So after pinning up everything, don't just bring down the coils. Ensure that you leave the coils for up to like 3 to 4 hours so that the coil can sit for a long time before unpinning the coils. So let's go into unpinning of the coils. So like I explained earlier, I told you that the coils at the left hand side you are coiling it to the right? That's the same way you are bringing the coil down. So you can see the two of them flip at both sides. So that's just how you do till you finish unpinning all the coils. So all you need to do is just follow what I'm doing. Very self-explanatory. So I was always unpinning the coils here, and it's time to start. So firstly, you're going to still flatten where the closure area is so that everything can come down flat. So you go in with your hot comb, and I usually start my flip from where the lower chin starts from. You can start your flip where the lower chin starts, but it also depends on the length of your wig. You can still go lower, but if I go lower than this, it means I want to remove the whole coils, okay, because the wig is not really long like that. So ensure you flatten both sides of equal length so that one flip is not down and the other one up. Then you can also do this method even without fringe. So just keep the fringe part and use the same knowledge if it's just a normal closure wig and you want to create a flip method. Do you understand? So this is just the fringe area that I worked on earlier. So I'm just going to cut it to a good length. You can see how I twisted it. That twisting it will not make it give you that sharp edge. The edge will be feathers. All right. So after that, I applied my holding spray on the comb, and look at how I'm combing. Like I told you that the hair at the right is going to the left, so you make sure you comb to the left. All right, while the hairs at the right, at the left going to the right, comb to the right. All right, then you can divide the hair at the back into two and bring forward to the front of the shoulders. Do you understand? Then you arrange. So this is just what I'm doing. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm just going to arrange the curls on the shoulder. So this is how you do it. Just so after that, we are going to the closure the fringe area. Then it's just to curve. If you have knowledge on creating fringe, this should be easy for you, just to give that curving on the hair section, and that's it. So I'm just going to touch up with my rat tail comb to make sure everything is looking so fine, so clean, no strands are going out of place. Just working. One thing about styling is arrangement and placement. Do you understand? So this is the final look. So if you learned something from this video, which I know you did, why don't you just give me a like and subscribe to my channel? I don't gatekeep. I would show you everything. Don't forget to check the description box below for the different types of coil patterns. See you in my next video. Bye.